101 WordPress Tips. Power User Tips for the WordPress Professional. Number 1. Install TTF titles. You want to start a WordPress blog, but you only have a limited amount of themes, and there's a limit to how much you can change quickly and easily. But you can use what you already have, text, and change the fonts in order to make the blog your own. Number 2. Use drop caps. Drop caps allows you to make your blog post seem more like a news article. People are familiar with that format and feel more comfortable reading text that is formatted that way. The capitalized letters allow the user to instantly focus his attention at the beginning of the post. Number 3. Use Gravatar to encourage participation. By using Gravatar, you are helping yourself and encouraging user participation. If posters will have distinct photo, it makes them look more like individuals, and their posts will be easily recognized, and they'll get due credit on their insight. It will also help you discover the usage statistics visually. Number 4. Display your categories like a website. Websites display their pages and categories in a horizontal line. There isn't any excuse to not do it this way. It will give your blog a much more professional and orderly look, and it will allow you to vacate the already cluttered sidebar for more important links. Number 5. Venture outside of WordPress for themes. Everyone and their mother uses the same themes that WordPress offers. It gives a slap-hash and unprofessional feeling to your website. You need to venture to a website where WordPress themes are offered for free or a small sum. If you opt to use the regular ones, at least change the colors and personalize it. Number 6. Use an antivirus plugin. By placing an antivirus plugin, you are ensuring that your posts and files won't get infected with a virus. If you get infected with a virus and people download it, you will receive a bad reputation and be flagged as harmful website by various programs and search engines. Number 7. Keep your readers informed on your future plans. By keeping your readers informed, you are asking them to give you advice and be part of your website. They will be able to dictate, to a certain extent, the direction of the website. They will be able to ask for posts on certain days or for a certain post. Number 8. Host a month-long posting marathon. You can increase user participation by stating that you are going to hold a month-long writing marathon. Make sure to start during the first day of a month rather than just choosing 30 to 31 days. Your users will expect those posts and will participate more. You will also take suggestions of posts. Number 9. Take care of your weekly routine. You need to write and write a lot. Make sure you write the things that aren't timely or that will still be timely a month later. You can post them in WordPress using a future posting date, which means you'll get posted a while after you wrote it, leaving room to take care of immediate posts. Number 10. Use a plugin that mails you your posts and comments. By mailing your posts, you are automatically creating a backup copy of it on a professionally kept server, which in itself backs up the material on it, without your intervention. That way, you know that users' comments and your posts are safe no matter what happens. Number 11. Add co-authors. By adding co-authors, you are allowing the blog to be populated at all times. That way, you can avoid having big gaps, and your users can enjoy different focus of viewpoint. If you're hesitant, you can always proofread the posts. Plus, you can get a co-author for free from your users. Number 12. Have a submission week every month, where your users can send posts and you will choose one and post it to your blog, with the credit going to the user who wrote it. It will encourage users to provide you with good free content and to keep reading your blog. Number 13. Sign up to a service that keeps track of logins. By keeping track of which people visited your website from where they visited it and what link referred them to your website and how much time they spent on each post, etc., you can direct your attention to improving the less visited posts, and you can reward a user that refers people to your blog on a constant basis. Number 14. Don't mix trackbacks and comments. A trackback isn't important for the users. It helps you by advertising your blog and a certain post in it and helps you spread the word about your blog. But your users don't care. They just want to comment on comments, not be bogged down with dozens of trackback links. Number 15. Use an accordion sidebar. You need to place an emphasis on design and ease of use. Having all the links available to a user isn't very helpful, especially if you have a lot of links. Bundle links under certain descriptive categories, which the user will click on for those links. Number 16. Add tabs to your website, like Twitter. Tabs are an easy and recognizable method for people to surf your website. They will be able to easily reach certain locations without having to reload the page. Use tabs for more important, often updating things such as user comments and for popular recent posts. Number 17. Use a plugin to reduce the amount of comments per page. When new users see a long list of comments and comments on comments, they get a headache and opt to not participate. You can avoid the clutter. Instead of loading all those comments, place a small amount of them with the original post. It keeps the focus on the post itself. Number 18. Allow a hierarchy of posts. By allowing for people to comment on other people's comments, you are encouraging discussion. By using a hierarchy of posts, you are allowing people to quickly distinguish between a discussion and a comment about the original post, and users get to pick and choose what to read. Number 19. Use the Simple Pull Quote plugin. The Simple Pull Quote is another way for you to both attract people to your posts and allow you to maintain a fluidity in your posts. It allows you to post quotes in a noticeable newspaper way and gives your blog a much more professional look that way. Number 20. Allow people to resize your posts. Some web browsers already offer that feature to users, but some don't. Plus, the web browsers that offer that feature sometimes hide it or make it hard to use. You can cut the middleman and allow people to resize the font size, making your posts accessible to people with eye problems. Number 21. Allow your users to become moderators. You can use the voice of the masses to your advantage. If you opt to publish anything that reaches your blog, in order to allow a timely discussion, you might let trolls and spam in. You're not monitoring your blog 24/7, but your users are. They can flag posts or bury them. Number 22. Add a spell checker plugin. By adding a plugin that checks your spelling, you can easily write for a different crowd, or you can maintain a level of professionalism. By writing for a different crowd, I mean English speakers from different parts of the world who have different spelling. You can also address people that speak a language you're a beginner in. Number 23. Place an image captcha on posting. By using an image captcha, you are sifting the bots and spam that usually arrives with a popular blog or website. An image captcha isn't like a textual captcha. It shows a picture of something like a dog, and the user needs to write what it is. Using OCR to decipher it is almost impossible. Number 24. Use colors to highlight portions of text. It might sound simple, but using colors to highlight certain portions of text, you allow for greater readability. They especially help if you post code examples or script examples. It allows your users to quickly read and understand them and to keep track of who says what and why. Number 25. Add social networks links. By adding a plugin that adds a prepared link to social networks in all of your posts, users can recommend them and share them more easily. It also takes care of the hassle of posting links in social websites and eliminates any excuses people might have. It's also a subtle hint for your users to share and support your blog. Number 26. If timely posts are important, change the visibility of the date and timestamp. There are various plugins that you can download that will help you stylize and customize the published on date and timestamps. You can also increase or decrease them. This helps users to discover which posts are new or old, and it helps them find posts and dates relevant to them. Number 27. If you have several recurring posts, stylize them. If you offer recurring segments where you teach people things or you comment on a certain thing, you can make them more attractive and visible by using a plugin that will allow you to stylize individual posts. It will reduce the amount of time users take to find that advice. Number 28. Use a plugin to search for duplicate content. You need to make sure your website or blog isn't cluttered with double posts and double comments. By having double posts, you are separating the discussion regarding the contents of those posts, and you are separating the amount of exposure you'll get, since people link to 2 blog posts instead of 1. Number 29. Use a plugin that detects ad blockers. Part of making an income is by posting ads on your website. They are what help you to keep writing and to keep maintaining the website. You can use a plugin that detects when your ads are being blocked, and you can post a message to the blocking user asking him or her to refrain from doing that. Number 30. Reward user participation by giving extra access. You can track who responds the most and recommends your blog or website the most, and you can send them previews. Give them access to private content or allow them to monitor comments. When other users will get wind of what, they will be encouraged to participate more. Number 31. Attach your photo to every post. It might seem narcissistic or too much, but if it's a simple photo of your head and it's small enough not to be an annoyance, you can use that to give your posts a more personal feel. It is much more important in a website where there are several writers. Number 32. If you are in a website that has several contributors, use a bio line. If you are one writer out of several in a certain website, you can use a bio line that you publish at the end of your posts. It needs to be separated from them and short. It will help make you distinguishable from the others, and it will advertise your other works. Number 33. If you are one of several writers, advertise your other posts. You can use a plugin in WordPress that shows people the most recent or most commented on posts that you wrote. It allows you to further advertise yourself. If people like a post you wrote, they'll search for others, and this is a quick and easy way to help them. Number 34. Allow your users to share more information about themselves. You can use various plugins that allow you to keep either track of your users and their personalities and habits, or that allow them to write those themselves. It allows them to be much more recognizable and allows for a more social website type interaction, which encourages participation. Number 35. Allow your users to post private posts. You can use plugins or add certain users to a higher user group, which will allow them to post responses and talk to you privately. It allows them to feel more free to share and gives them the sense that you pay attention to what they say and that you care. Number 36. Add an RSS feed to your posts, and maybe for your categories. You can allow users to easily track the things you write, to get noticed when you post something new by adding an RSS feed to your posts. You can also add RSS feeds for the comments of your entire blog, or for specific posts, or for specific categories. Users can get notices when content they care about gets posted. Number 37. Use the YouTube method for creator comments. By commenting on your posts, people want to receive your input and responses. In order to make it clear to them when the creator responds to them, you need to make your posts distinguishable from the others. An easy way to do that is by changing their color. Number 38. Install an anti-spam plugin. If your blog has a lot of spam in it, probably due to having a day job and not putting comments via an authorization method, it looks like you've abandoned it. Like you're slacking off and you don't care. It will drive users away very quickly. Number 39. Add a submission form to your blog. It might sound weird, but submission forms are a way for your users to interact on a greater level. They will be able to easily give you feedback, tell you of problems they found on your blog, and give you suggestions and requests which you will write about. Number 40. Add a recommendation box. A blog is a spur-of-the-moment thing. You can communicate using it by simply writing a short post and posting it from your cell phone or from a computer. But it's also a thought piece. People need to know if you wrote other posts that are similar to the one they like. Number 41. Don't just add an RSS feed, track it. There are many various plugins that help you with tracking how many RSS subscribers you have. That way you will know if people just missed the RSS link or if the content on your blog isn't good enough to track. You can encourage RSS tracking by simply placing the button on each of the posts. Number 42. Are you automatically uploading pictures? If you upload a lot of pictures taken from your cell phone to your blog automatically, you need to spruce them up. You can download various plugins that make a picture look better without compromising much. You can also have plugins that resize or crop photos automatically before posting them. Number 43. Use images to make your text attractive. This is 2010. You can nowadays add videos and pictures to your posts. As long as you avoid the moving pictures which are repetitive, you'll be okay. Even if it's crude camera phone photo or a screenshot of something, it breaks up the text and makes it attractive at the same time. Number 44. Increase your exposure by using XML. XML is similar to RSS, but it is aimed more at search engines. If search engines have a hard time finding certain posts and places on your website, they won't show up on search engines, which essentially blocks a portion of potential readers. Install an XML site mapping plugin to avoid that. Number 45. Want to customize your blog? Write some code. It's a bit of a hassle, but if you are proficient enough in a certain web-based aimed programming language, such as PHP or ASP, you can write codes and execute them using a plugin, which will make your blog more unique. You can also get free codes, you just need to tweak them a bit. Number 46. Automate the embedding process. You can embed content from a lot of different websites in your blog and posts, but each website has a lot of code of its own, which is sometimes hard to customize. You can download various plugins that will help you with automating the customization process of embedded material. Number 47. Add a built-in player. If you release audio clips or if you use software to make your posts accessible to the disabled, you can add a built-in media player to your blog. It doesn't take a lot of space and it allows people to listen to your audio clips from almost any computer. Number 48. Allow users to respond to other users. There are various ways in which you can increase conversation and take care of the mess that is uniform responses. Responses that look all the same. You can choose between various plugins which add some way for you to know who is responding to whom, a la Twitter. Number 49. Allow users to register to get updates. Some users don't understand RSS or don't want to use it. They prefer to have alerts regarding updates sent to their email address or to their cell phone number. You can add a plugin which automates the process. Also, don't forget to allow them to easily unsubscribe. Number 50. Encourage co-writers to write by giving them AdSense revenue. You can give them a portion of it or give them the occasional bonuses that arrive from the AdSense revenue, or you can use a plugin that separates and keeps track of which writer did how much AdSense-wise. It is another way to test how good or bad your co-writers are. Number 51. Use a plugin that checks if your website was linked on a social media. You might not want to add the big bulk of buttons that encourage people to dig or recommend a website using social media websites. You can instead use a plugin that searches for existing recommendation and links to them, so that people will be encouraged to join the bandwagon. Number 52. Use Dig and other social websites as testimonials. Why should people read your blog? People want good to excellent content. Why should they spend their time on your blog? Well, you can show them why by adding a widget that showcases your most talked about /dug posts. They will serve as both a pointer to quality content and as a testimonial for your entire blog. Number 53. Write in one, write in all. You can use various plugins that will synchronize or that will post something you wrote either in your blog, in a website, in a social media website, etc. on your blog or on the social media website you're on. This allows for legitimate cross-promotion and it will save you time. Number 54. Add your Twitter feed to your website. You aren't always available on your blog. It takes too much time administrating, deleting spam and harmful comments, writing and editing material, etc. One way for you to provide constant content on your blog is to showcase your Twitter feed. It will fill in the days without updates or new comments. Number 55. Allow users to email and download your article easily. Sometimes you need to let that traffic go. If people like something and they want to share it, you need to allow them to do so easily. Otherwise, they might give up. Allow users to print email and download your article in various formats easily. You're investing in future traffic. Number 56. Find Twitter pack listings and add yourself to them. By adding yourself to various Twitter packs and groups, you will gain targeted exposure in the niches you're working in. You will achieve better publicity that way. People that browse those websites look for people to follow in certain niches. A small amount of visitors isn't a detriment. Their quality is what matters. Number 57. Do you use social websites? Allow your users to do the same. If you already have a plugin that allows users to submit your articles to various websites and social websites, and if you already have a plugin through which you can submit your articles yourself, you also need to allow users to vote on already submitted articles without leaving your blog. Number 58. Track what people say about your blog. People rarely comment on the quality of your blog to your face. They usually post those reviews and comments on their own blogs and social media websites. They rarely venture outside of those comfort zones. Use a plugin to keep track of those posts and reviews. You will be able to perform a quasi-survey that way. Number 59. Interact with your readers on a more personal basis. In order to attract new readers and sustain and enhance the connection with your current readers, you need to interact with them on a more one-on-one basis. You can use plugins which turn WordPress to a social media website. You'll be able to send private messages and befriend people. Number 60. Keep people on your website. Supply what they need. You can and should use certain themes and plugins which basically supply all of your readers' needs. You can be both MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, StumbleUpon, and a website all in one. And the best thing about it is that it will create a tight-knit community and allow users to create content. Number 61. Use WordPress's URL shortening service. Shortened URLs are used by a lot of bots and spammers to make people enter their websites they don't want to enter. So using shortened URLs sounds bad, but the new WordPress service takes care of spammers and allows you to get targeted traffic while saving precious space. Number 62. Avoid bulky page management. Install a plugin. Too confused and hassled by how WordPress allows you to manage your pages? You can install a plugin that will allow you to reorganize pages quickly and easily using various categories, or either via WYSIWYG editor. It will allow you to move old timely posts to the front page. Number 63. Add a drop-down menu to your admin area. Managing your website is tough, especially when you have a lot of users and a lot of different blogs, websites, and social media website accounts. WordPress's user interface isn't bulk-friendly. A drop-down menu will allow you to edit a lot of articles quickly and without much hassle. Number 64. Add a user login to your website. If you'll add a login interface to some pages in your website, it will intrigue your users, and it will allow you to provide privileges to other users, usually ones that advertise your blog plenty of times. There's nothing like a "do not enter" sign to get people interested. Number 65. If you post a lot of videos on your blog, use a good theme. If most of what you do with your blog consists of posting videos and commenting on them, instead of embedding them every time, you can install an interface/theme that will make your blog look like a video website or a video rental website, making it more attractive and easier to use. Number 66. Use a theme that is content specific. Do you find yourself doing the same thing over and over again? Are you posting or commenting on the same type of content all the time? Do you want to target the appeal of your blog? You can do that by using a theme that makes your blog look like it, either a video website, news website, etc. Number 67. Do you want readers from a specific location? Use widgets and plugins. If you are interested in readers from specific physical location, either a country or region, etc., you can use widgets and plugins that are tailor-made for them. Things like a weather forecast widget for the specific physical location, new movies to see widget, event calendar widget, etc. Number 68. Want to attract people to your articles? Use a magazine theme. By using the tested theme of a magazine, you are providing people with a strong and attractive title, an excerpt or summary from the article, and a big, crisp, and attractive image that is related to it. It gives readers enough data to decide if they want to read your posts or not. Number 69. Want to merge your blog and your website? Now you can! Why get stuck with the hassle of taking care of two websites? You can just merge them and enjoy the best of both worlds. You can use a theme that showcases your bio and your company's bio at the top, with eye-grabbing photos, but users will still be able to comment on articles and interact with each other. Number 70. Want to grab people's attention? Use a news interface. A news interface or theme allows you to showcase the beginning of an article and a small photo next to it. It is ideal for showcasing a lot of short articles per page and for grabbing a user's attention. Deliver users all the data that they need. It's a fast world nowadays. Number 71. Someone is riding your wave? Use API to take care of it. Some people use trackbacks in order to comment on a blog post. It allows them to leave their content on their own blogs, and it allows them the freedom to control it. But they sometimes do it in order to get free referrals. Use Axomet or other programs together with WordPress's API to fix that. Number 72. Make links understandable. Avoid numeric URLs as much as you can. They tell the reader nothing. A descriptive URL can become a hassle lengthwise, but if you keep it concise, it shouldn't be a problem. It will also allow search engines to give you a much more fitting placement in results. Number 73. Stay ahead of the crowd. Do you want to make your blog shine? Do you want to make your blog unique and attractive? Then you need to keep track of updates and new abilities and use them to your best advantage. That way you will never get stale and you will show your users your blog is very active. Number 74. Exchange links with related blogs. Check to see which users comment a lot and if they have a blog. Also, keep track on who trackbacks a lot to your blog and if they provide good attractive content with those trackbacks. Ask them if they want to exchange links. That way you'll achieve targeted advertising. Number 75. Submit your blog to search engines. Don't wait for search engines to find your website. It might take too much time. Submit them as long as you have decent content and you're not just trying to get traffic revenue by doing nothing. You will probably get included. There are lots of search engines, so they keep trying to be more extensive than the others. Number 76. Add basic website pages. It might seem weird on a blogging system, but you need to add the famous website-specific pages. You're not the only content provider on the internet, far from it, so you need to entice people, make an FAQ page, an about page, a contact page, and a help page. Number 77. Text? That's so last century. Even with today's technologies and customization abilities, and the ability to embed almost anything, you're still blocked by one big hindrance: text. You need to make your website available as an audio as well. There are plenty of plugins that do that, or you can narrate your articles yourself. Number 78. Assist people with bad eyesight. You don't want to alienate a certain portion of your readership or potential readership. There are lots of people with eyesight problems all over the world. You can help them by installing a plugin that reads to them what they wrote as they write it. Example, Flame Reader. Number 79. Keep your site up to date, even with comments. You want to attract people to your newer timely blog posts. You want to center that attention and the discussion to that place. One way of doing that is by disabling the ability to comment on old posts. Sometimes a post achieved all it could achieve comment-wise, and it's time to let go. Number 80. Don't overdo it. You want targeted traffic, not all the traffic. Targeted traffic will stay longer and will be more beneficial in the long run. If you post on various subjects, separate them into several blogs based on categories. Also, never mix two languages unless you're teaching them using your blog. Number 81. Focus everything in your admin area. You can use several plugins which allow you to administrate your blog from the admin area. Keeping it centralized helps clear the clutter and keeps things organized. You will be able to respond to all of the comments from the admin area instead of visiting each and every post and commenting there. Number 82. Use shortcuts and macros to automate things. You can use macros, pre-recorded actions, and keyboard shortcuts in order to shorten the time it takes you to perform a certain action. Some things require attention, but not your attention. Why spend time on the mundane day-to-day actions such as advertising posts and adding permalinks when you can do it automatically? Number 83. Mass edit. Instead of editing posts individually, you can mass edit your articles from within WordPress. You can use macros for that. Do you want to change publication dates, tags? Well, now you can. It will help you make the site dynamic and timely and increase the potential of each and every post. Number 84. Use desktop blogging clients. Desktop blogging clients come in various shapes and forms. Some are online, some are for the desktop, and some are for a mobile phone. They offer you various interfaces and the ability to blog quickly without having to load up the blog. It will save you time and help you be the first to blog about breaking news. Number 85. Have terms of service page. Set the tone. You want to attract a certain type of person to your blog, and you want the others to stay away. If you'll start censoring people based on what they feel is a whim, you'll get a bad reputation. You need to have a clear do's and don'ts. Number 86. Add content. Don't just cover content. Websites that repost things or that just cover certain content are a dime a dozen. You don't want to just be another one in a pack, invisible. You want people to be drawn to your website even when you don't update. You need to create exclusive content like games, quizzes, etc. Number 87. Have a weekly or monthly summary. Some people don't find the time to read blogs until the weekend. You need to cater to those people. You also need to cater to the people who aren't interested in reading a long post. Summarize your blog posts or the events you talked about at the end of the week or month. Number 88. Shorten your actual URLs. Sometimes WordPress, in order to be descriptive, gives your blog posts long URLs that resemble a file's location, in a directory that is in a directory, and so on. You can use plugins that will shorten URLs and make them more memorable, making them easier to share or go back to. Number 89. Don't rely on WordPress. Edit your metadata tags. Your metadata tags are a descriptive way in which you can attract certain users and readers. But metadata is generated automatically or not at all. Search engine bots will see that information. You need to optimize it in order to achieve targeted traffic. You can do that by editing code or by using a plugin. Number 90. Organize your blog so that a web crawler will scan it more easily. You want to get as much traffic as possible, preferably targeted traffic. To do that, you will need to take care of the clutter in your website. You will need to organize posts by categories. You need to link posts that talk about similar subjects together. Pave the way for the web crawler. Number 91. Give as little information about your system as possible. By leaving standard information in your blog and in the WordPress code, you are leaving an easy opening for an attack. People search for certain strings, and once they find them, they search for certain holes and exploits. They are relentless in their attempts to harm blogs and websites. Don't give them that pleasure. Number 92. Protect your website. You want to keep some data secure. You want to be the only one that can see it, or you want only you and a certain select few to be able to view it. To avoid content leaks or exploitation, you need to lock down certain folders, change their properties. Number 93. Keep your privileged members area confidential. You need to keep the content you keep in your privileged members-only area confidential. You don't want regular users finding it just because you forgot to add a small text file to your blog, the robots.txt file. There you need to specify to every web crawler that what not to read/search. Number 94. Use thumbnails instead of full pictures. Do you take pictures and when you post them in your blog, you resize them? Why? Do you know that the entire high-resolution picture is loaded? If you're going to resize your photos, why not do it before uploading them to your blog? The readers will have less to download, making your website download faster. Number 95. Avoid HTML, BB code, and other scripting languages in your comments. If you're trying to have a certain look or design in your blog, or even if you want to avoid security holes, you need to disable scripting languages in the comments as much as possible. It will also prevent people from abusing your blog for self-promotion and attention. Number 96. Create a mobile version for your blog. Nowadays, when people are always on the go, they want to have the ability to read your blog in small chunks, whenever and wherever. You need to accommodate that need. Think about using a software to automatically create a WAP website for mobile phones. maybe just a bare bones one. Number 97. If you're using adverts, don't place them in between the comments. For advertising people, that placement might seem ideal. It sometimes looks like a real comment. It can't be avoided, it is in a location that people often read, etc. But those traits are the same ones that will drive people far away from your blog. Avoid obtrusive advertising. Number 98. Customize your error pages. When users encounter an error, you don't want to present them with a generic text, especially if it's very long and filled with text speak. Customize your error pages with friendly, don't panic style messages with links that point to additional help, either FAQs or email addresses. Number 99. Protect your data against direct linking. By directly linking to photos and other content that you created, people can use them without having to host or create them. That way, you are left with the burden of traffic from people that never reach your website. People basically hijack your attractive features and steal the attention you deserve. Number 100. Use your RSS feed. Don't just let your software automatically generate RSS feed. Use it to give people updates and recommendations regarding other blog posts you have, things you won't be able to post in your regular blog, because they would clog it up. Use your space wisely. Number 101. Make sure you have the most up-to-date version of WordPress. WordPress is constantly upgrading and improving. Make sure you keep your version up to date so you can take advantage of all features offered.